It's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
John Hightower now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Now a play fake, Brady. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 24. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield now, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here we go. 58, here we go. Right 80. Play Huck. 11, Thomas.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Forced out to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off, and the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now Brady. That caught by Trimble. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Brady going to go on 4th down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, they run with Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it in a double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Burrow on play action. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Pass complete. Joe Mixon out of the backfield.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Hightower not going to attempt a run back, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
Oh, Anderson, what a catch that is.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Touchdown, Carolina!
Christian McCaffrey,
49 yards.
And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Bengals drive about to get going.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Burrow dancing to his left.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Here we go. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll throw now on the final play. They'll roll him out, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Burrow will throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Shift.
From the gun to give to Mixon.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Burrow looking to pass to Mixon on the check down. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And it's taken in at the 9. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On play action, now Brady. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11 MT. Here we go.
Now Burrow. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a real head Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Brady.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. Ball at the 23, second and 8.
Brady now to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Brady going to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Brady to throw again.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
A.J. with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
So that potentially a turning point here in this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's McPherson now to send it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hightower. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Here's Brady to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Daxton Hill
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Open man is Robbie Anderson.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And the Panthers first down.
Now Brady again.
It completes it once more to Anderson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here's Brady. Steps away to his left. Out left to Anderson. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker, and the Bengals will get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Second and 6 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Burrow. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Burrow. Connecting with Mixon.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Burrow.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing, Burrow.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here we go. Can. Stop.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon, and he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw, Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Brady going to look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That caught by Trimble. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On play action, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Carolina, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.